if we're ready on time, I guess 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. There's an opening cutscene that I can't skip, so I'll let you watch it and then I'll introduce myself and the run.
Now! I can't leave her behind. I've got to save her. What? You saved the beast that's been trying to kill us? Yeah, that wasn't her fault. She was being used by the Dark Master. Now we can go.
Okay, I'll have to do that pretty fast, but I think I can add. Actually, I've got to turn mic down, and then if you could like turn the entire audio up, because the game's already at max. So how's that? We should be good now. Alright. So, this is The Legend of Spyro the Eternal Knight. It was released in 2007 by Chrome Studios, the developers that also made the Tasmanian Tiger series of games. This is a pretty unheard of run. In fact, there aren't any times on speedrun.com, so I guess no matter what happens, as long as I finish, this is gonna be inverted commas world record, because I haven't recorded a run either. I've done runs, I haven't recorded one. So yeah, I'm playing on PS2, which I'm pretty sure has atrocious loading screens. But yeah, it's a pretty weird run. I don't know of any skips from what I found. Like, everything I've tried to do has ended in a soft lock. So that's why I'm using a memory card, by the way. Just because there are many soft locks that can happen at any point, and yeah, don't want to have to stop because I haven't got a save to play from.
What was that?
But this game makes a pretty... I'm gonna get it out there right now. This game makes a pretty atrocious speed game. A lot of this game comes down to RNG, and by that I mean whether you live or not comes down to RNG, and a death can cost minutes. Yeah, this is the second game of the trilogy. Succeeds A New Beginning and comes before Dawn of the Dragon. And a lot of the gameplay mechanics are similar, so a big problem with the previous game that carries across to this game is that when you take damage in this game, you get knocked back and you can't do anything for... It depends on how you get hit, but sometimes up to like 7 seconds is how long you're out of action for. And another important thing to note is this game doesn't have invincibility frames. Okay, that's not true. It does have invincibility frames, but not in gameplay for Spyro. Um, so it makes it kind of troublesome in that you can get comboed. If you get hit once, you can get hit again and again and again, and you can just die and not be able to move at all.
How did that happen?
You can die from full health. It sucks. The annoying thing is the enemies do have invincibility frames. So yeah, you can't combo them as easily as they can combo you. But it is what it is. The only time when Spyro is invincible is when he uses his Fury attack, which you're gonna see in a bit. We just need to learn how to flame again, because it's not like Spyro's been flaming for 10 years at this point. Well, 9 years, I guess. Kick. Oh, one thing. One thing that's worth saying, wait, I forgot what I was going to say, never mind. Cool. So this is just a tutorial, because they assume we don't know how buttons work. Oh, I know what I was going to say. So cutscenes in this game. For whatever reason, they decided that using start to skip cutscenes is a really bad idea. I don't know how they got this into their minds, but they decided that should you want to skip cutscenes, start isn't an appropriate button to skip a cutscene. Neither is select, neither is triangle, neither is X. In fact, to skip cutscenes in this game, you need to press one of the shoulder buttons, which did take me some time to work out. I've only been playing this game for about a week, and I worked it out on like day 3 or something, and I was just randomly mashing buttons because I was bored. Really unintuitive and incredibly stupid, because L1 and R1 both have inputs, so if you're mashing L1 to skip a cutscene, unless you stop mashing the very last input is the one that skips the cutscene, the input's going to carry across. And in the case of L1, it slows down Dragon Time. In the case of R1, it charges. And one thing with charges in this game is that if you're close to an object, you're going to, like, he'll carry on and he'll charge into it. So you can like mash R1 to skip a cutscene, and you're going to and there are parts where you spawn right in front of enemies, and then so you charge into the enemy, and then you die, basically, because he can combo you because you don't have invincibility frames, and you're out of action for so long. Opinions on this series, I'm kind of indifferent. I find them kind of boring, but not too bad. I feel like these games were they were designed for fanboys. Like, they wanted, like, fan media to kind of come out from this game, I feel like. Especially with the relationship between Spyro and Xen0va. And I feel like it's oriented so much on story that gameplay's been compromised somewhat, but the series is still good nonetheless. You just can't go into it expecting to have the original Spyro experience. So yeah, I'm going to be skipping the cutscenes with L1 as opposed to R1, because I'd rather slow down Dragon Time than charge into an enemy and die. And one thing, you saw those crystals earlier, the red one for health, the green one for magic, and the blue one for upgrades. I'm not going to be doing that much upgrading. I'm not going to be going out of my way at many points for like blue crystals. I will pick them up if they're right next to me, but I won't really go out of my way. That's because I can use them. The only breath I'm going to use them on is electricity. Because the enemies in this game, a lot of them are weak to a certain element, and the late game enemies are mostly pretty weak to electricity. And it gets to a point at the end where if electricity is fully upgraded, you can just spam buttons and everything will die, or you'll get enough time to get combos on them. So yeah. So that was basically a tutorial. We're gonna finish Night Temple now. Got another like 15 minutes, I guess, of gameplay here. After we get past these loading screens.
Hello? Hello?
And then you can see with the using glowing dragon time. Okay, so for the early game combat, what you're going to see me doing is kind of mixing up using flame and using air attacks. That's the fastest way to get through these early enemies. And if you use the air attack, so you just jump slightly, you hop more kinda, and then like spam circle, you have less time when you can't attack than if you're on the ground. And this guy is kind of annoying. He'll kind of just jump all over the place, and you've got to get hits in when you can. Though some people might think, well, why don't you go for him first? But these balls, as you can see, they charge into you and they can kind of stop you from moving. So you've got to be kind of careful with that. Really annoying. I am going to go for him now. Okay, here we go. There's pretty much nothing you can do to consistently not take damage from things in this game, particularly because of the being knocked and not being able to move. One thing to note that a lot of the time this game will come down to luck as to whether I survive or not, or how long I'm down for. If you've got like 5 enemies around you, they can all hit you whenever they want. You just need to hope that one enemy is getting in the way of the other enemies. Because they don't like attack you and then get out of the way so another enemy can hit you. They just wait until they can attack again. So you got to hope that by doing that, they're stopping other enemies from getting to you, which will like protect you and get you time to hit them while they're still in their recoil. So this right here, I need to stop dragon time. This is again kind of tutorial-like. I need to stop dragon time so I can get through that door. And one thing about charging in this game, charging is a really weird mechanic. I don't know why they did it in the way they did, but they added stamina, and they added some kind of feature where you can't just charge infinitely and you can't charge where you want when you want. It just doesn't work like that. So you can't so in the original Spyro games you could press square to charge, then you could stop charging, and then you could, okay, I'm gonna knock that guy out, so then hopefully he's out of action and I can get this, because these guys will try to turn these torches off. Obviously I don't want them to do that. Let's see if that worked. Good. Okay, so what you're gonna see is I can't just like spam square. That won't initiate a charge every time like it would in the original games. Instead what I need to do is if I stop charging for whatever reason, I need to jump and then charge. That gets rid of the kind of stamina function, and you can charge again until you run out. You can like just stop charging after a while. Okay, so this enemy is kind of weird. If you don't know what you're doing, this is a really difficult early game enemy to beat. there is a way where you can stand right beneath it and you don't take any damage at all. It's really weird. I don't know how to do it consistently. So yeah, I wasn't going to do that. I tried to get a slightly quicker kill by flame charging, but he got the attack in first, so that didn't work so well. Whoops. Why am I charging into these? And that's what I mean with the, if you try to press R1 then let go, if you're near something, he's gonna carry on going for a bit. Okay, so this bit's a little weird. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kick this guy up. Oh, and I missed him. Okay. I focused on the wrong enemy there. Okay, what I'm going to do... Okay. See, if he was at higher health the first time, I would press R1, and that would knock him into the hole. And if enemies fall in a hole, they die instantly. Which would have been faster. You can see the unintentional dragon time there. Also, has game audio died for anyone else? I can't hear the game anymore. Because if so, I'll just stop for a second, sort out, because it might be like a connection's loose or something. It's professionalism, because I can't hear it. I'll assume you guys can hear me still. Okay, you can't hear game sounds? Okay, I'll sort that out. Rippity rip rip. I'll just pause. There's not much downtime in this game, so... The connection's pretty solid. Okay. This time loss, yo. Supposedly my headset disconnected, I don't know why. Okay, we good. Nice. For whatever reason, the disconnecting of my headset like killed everything. I don't even know how it disconnected. I must have pulled the cord or something. There we go. Okay, so what you saw there, I wasn't explaining because of the audio, but there were those spider enemies, and I didn't like kill them completely. What I did was I threw them up in the air, and then I hit them once, and then let them fall to the ground. Oh yeah, daily reminder, this is world record, guys. Regardless of that pause, this is world record. But yeah, I was just knocking them into the ground, and then that kills them regardless of how much health they have. You just need to get them up in the air and that sorts it. That guy has... attack is so annoying. I could actually quite easily die here. I'm going to take it safe with this snail rider. I'm going to go for a 3 cycle rather than a 2 cycle. Okay. And then these guys are jokes, so we good. some rumbling and this breaks down. This game has actually some pretty whack areas in that I don't know what they were thinking in terms of gliding and how you're supposed to get through certain areas. I have no idea what they had in mind, because there are parts in this game where you need to abuse the charge mechanic from the flame to progress. Like, I can't imagine that as being intended because of how clunky it is to use, in that if you use the charge, like the charge attack, the triangle button, like this, if you saw, what happened was I dropped slightly and then I moved forward, so it ends up for some really weird parts in the game where I just can't imagine it was intended that you had to use such a strat to just progress. It's really weird. And that area there is really clunky in terms of movement. It just doesn't flow well at all. So I'm going to try to deal with this guy, because he can be very problematic and he does big hits. So I want to knock him up in the air because that stops him from attacking. And when I do knocks up into the air, this is why I want to do small jumps, because when you do knocks in the air in this game, it's random, as far as I can tell. It's random as to whether, like, you're in slow-mo, as you just saw, or it's in normal motion. And obviously, we don't want slow-mo because this is a speedrun, guys. Turn the chance down in options. Okay, I haven't seen that. Maybe I'm just being dumb. I've only looked at options for like 4 to 3 or whatever. So yeah. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to drag this cannonball. I'm going to try to manipulate this snail rider to come over here, and then I'm going to flame him to stop him from moving, because we need to get this cannonball over to that cannon up there, but it's kind of tricky to do without killing everything, but I think we got it. Okay. That was actually pretty optimal. I'm happy with that. There are loads of fights we're going to be skipping in this game, like just enemies that don't need to be killed. This is kind of the most difficult part to optimize from this section, I guess, because as you saw, when I was going through that door earlier where the torches were lit, the door closed behind me quite promptly, and that's because these guys, they turn off the torches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to slow down dragon time, and then we're going to try to get it to charge back up again by the time I'm here. Okay, we should be good. That should be okay. Okay, so what's going to happen is that's going to close again, but I'm not going to get that cutscene again, so I can activate slow down dragon time this time, and now it's going to open and I can go through before they can close it. Because everything slows down when you slow down dragon time, but everything slows down, like Spyro slows down the least. So obviously we don't want to be using that slowdown too much, because obviously then you're going slower. But it is useful in some places. In a lot of places, actually. There are many places you can't get past without doing it. Okay, so we have like a little combat section here, and then we're done with the first level. Oh my god, please. I could die. I think we're good. See, that's what I mean when like the optimal kill is mixing up fire and air attacks here, because you can see I'm getting through these guys really quickly. Now this is probably the dumbest part of the game, I'd say, are these fireball sections. There's 4 of them, I think, outside of like an entire boss that's based around it. But yeah, it's really difficult to get any hits at all. Especially because like the directional aiming is really bad. It's really lags behind the direction of the enemy. So I'm really bad at these. I haven't practiced them at all because I hate them so much. I will point out, the first time I played this game was about a week ago, so I guess this is a testament to like learning games quickly. Okay. This is like, I guess I probably put about 12 hours in, so imagine this is like the product of Golden's 12-hour speedrun challenge. I guess it's an equivalent to that. Okay, so we're going to Ancient Grove now. This level's kind of, the difficulty in this game is actually quite high, I'll be honest. I could die in quite a few places here. Luckily, deaths in this level aren't too bad. There are deaths in the late game that can cost a lot of time. I'm going to intentionally early start the dragon time here. So I can make this cycle here. It means I have to go to here rather than like jumping straight over to this side, but it's a lot faster than waiting in normal time for that other one to come round. Yeah, Dust, I haven't looked at any resources for this game at all, because there aren't any. Which is why there are no skips, because I really hate routing, I just want to do runs, dude. So when I was talking about soft locks earlier, and right there, that is one of the areas in which you can soft lock. That top log there, it has a hitbox, right? But it only has a hitbox on one side, and you'd think, oh, that's fine. That means you can't get into it, but you can get out. No, you can get in it. If you go inside that log, you can't get out. It's pretty stupid. I'm using memory card strats to, like, because I just want to finish. And stupid stuff like that can happen. I had a really weird glitch happen a few days ago. I was in one of the Elemental Dreams levels, which is where you learn your breaths. And for whatever reason, I just started orbiting one of those platforms that turn around. It was really bizarre. Yeah, Dust, you're right. I'd say there must be some kind of, like, where you have triggers, like you need to kill certain enemies to do a certain thing. I feel like there must be some skips for some of those, whereby you can, oh, that's bad. Okay, got really lucky. I feel like there must be some kind of skip to some of those, like where you can manipulate jumping on the environment. That's what I was trying when I was talking about that log earlier. That's what I was trying to do when I soft locked there. Okay, so this is one of the really OP enemies. I'm gonna actually use my Fury here. But yeah, that's when I talked about a bit about how heavily dependent this run is on RNG. Right there, that I could have died from that. I was quite surprised that I didn't, in fact. Okay, I died anyway. Nice. That's really bad. Those boars should have died.
Hey, try not to die again.
I got really unlucky with the Fury there. They must have been in invincibility frames because I was hitting them anyway. So that's the first death of the run. Of many, I'm sure. But the bosses in this game are, like, what they do, how quickly they do it, is completely RNG. It's not as solidly cycle-based as in most games. Okay, I'm so close to dying. I need to be really careful on this guy. I'm actually going to activate the dragon time thing here to avoid dying, because that guy packs a punch. I will die from one hit. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty insane, Dust. They do. There are invincible walls in this game as well. The final boss is a really heavy example of RNG. I'll talk about it a bit more when we get there, but I want to be fairly quiet because it takes quite a bit of concentration. But there is one attack that you need him to do before you can, like, effectively get any attacks on him. He can do it, like, first attack every time, which is really optimal, obviously, or he can just not do it. And then you end up in a lot of trouble. And that attack is kind of trolly because basically he jumps up. He's got two swords. He jumps up and he basically tries to impale you. Where he lands is semi-random. He kind of follows you, but he's not always going to travel in the same way. And that's a one-hit kill. And if it's coming towards you, you cannot stop it. Like, it's impossible. And if you die in phase 2, because you know I was talking about how you recoil so far back, if you die in phase 2 in that fight, you go back to phase 1. So if you've got really trolly RNG, the first phase took like 5 minutes, and then you get to the second phase, and then get really trolly RNG, and you die, you're in a lot of trouble. That's something I'm kind of anxious for. In the late part of this run, well, in Pirate Fleet, which is technically the 4th level if we consider the Ancient Grove to be the 2nd, there's an area where invincibility frames are really bizarre. I'll talk about it again when I get there, but I think they mistimed the animations in which the enemies should be in invincibility frames. Because you can't hit them when they're static, but you can hit them when they're moving. But they're moving over open ground, like, as in, you fall and you're going to go into a pit, so it's not ideal. So you'll notice when it talks about this Fury bar, you might have noticed last time, I was just using the common circle melee attacks, like this, rather than, you know, I guess they intended for you to practice the new breath or whatever, but that's completely pointless because no matter what you do is a one-hit kill, but the other attacks make them, like, kick back, so this is it's just much faster to spam circle on all of the Fury segments. Excuse me. honestly, I don't want to use Fury if I don't have to, because look at how slow it is. It's really dreadful. Okay, so we're going to go back to Ancient Grove now. I'm going to be using this. I'm going to be using the Snow Breath for quite a bit of it. It does start to become really useful in slowing down enemies for long enough for us to get loads of melee attacks in. With the Flame, it doesn't tend to make them stutter at all. Some enemies it does, but for the most part it's pretty useless. You can like get an entire combo on them if you freeze them or use the tail flick attack. So we spawn here. This is a fairly trolly part of the level. These guys right here are just complete assholes because they can hit you when you're in the air like that, and then you're in a lot of trouble because your direction is disoriented, and then you fly in the wrong direction and you die. I don't know what triggers them attacking. I think it's just based on like some timer and proximity mixing together, I guess. But it's pretty stupid either way. This bit here, I'm most likely going to be sent back by these guys. Like, I'll hit the ground and then end up being sent back to that platform earlier. Particularly this guy, he likes to troll. But I think we're okay. I didn't... Oh my god, okay. Nice. I don't even know if I've got enough magic to make it now. That's cool. Okay. Yeah. I actually trolled myself with that. I probably could have made that with a glide. That's what I was talking about when I say that it's just really bizarre how the flame charge function works. I don't know why they decided it was a good idea to make it so it goes down. Oh, I actually need magic for this bit. I'm stupid. Don't be a dumbass. I want my... Okay, that's enough. I just need to set off a, Oh my god. It would have been faster to kill something. Because I need to set off some... like explosives.
I'll just stick here.
Oh my gosh. A nice little combo there. After a while, I think they give you a hint about this, but this is a really stupid part of the game. I don't know how you're supposed to recognise that you're supposed to set that on fire, but hey. Okay, I need to just not die. I died. Cool. So I got comboed pretty hard there. That bomb would kill me from about half health.
I'd better be a bit more careful.
That's really unlucky. This is going really badly. I should have not gone for the greed blue crystals, but I want them for electricity for the last stage because it doubles the speed of the last fights, and you spend like that entire stage is fighting. It's like a half an hour stage, and you just fight, and then move to another fight, and then move to another fight. It's really stupid. That's quite a big death, though. Okay, I think that's on. I think that's set, so I can like run away. The game will teleport me, so I can run away in fear. Okay, it has actually been set off, right? Oh my god, it was stopped by that guy. Like, not as though... Like, it's not like he put it out, but he was blocking the fire. Like it was hitting him rather than hitting the cord. This is going so badly. Can I mercy kill the run yet? But hey, reminder, this is world record, guys. You can look at me and be proud. I think, yeah, this is the best run anyone's ever done, so gommel. Well, best run someone's done, like, in the community, I guess. Ooh, that double jump was eaten. That's another really weird mechanic in this game. Oh, I fell! That's dumb. That's really stupid. That shouldn't have happened. But this game, it has a really weird judgment of when you've decided that you want to double jump and when you don't. And you can't double jump off slopes in this game either. First world record of the marathon? Dude, I'm breaking records of records, that's cool. Okay, so you hit that to get the cannonball. For some reason the enemies are hurt by it. And then we can progress. So yeah, that took really far too long to just open up another area. That was really, really sketchy. I lost like a couple of minutes there. And we've got another one of those stupid fireball fights coming up as well. Also, when this fight starts is cycle based. You can start the fight, like just then I started when he was coming up, that was quite lucky, but the fight can start like when he's already up, which means that he fires an attack like before you can move and you get hit by it, and it's really dumb. And the checkpoint is set there, so it means that every time, if you die, every time... Okay, damn, it's not dead. Every time you respawn, you will get hit by that same fireball. It's really dumb. And I think it is possible to get comboed by it, where you're like up against the wall, like stuck in an animation, and you get killed by it. So that would be a soft lock. So I was talking earlier about how I'm going to use the snow, the ice breath, I guess, a lot in this run, particularly in this level. I'll just grab some of those. So you're going to see me manipulate it or abuse it quite badly here for these enemies, like that one that just tried to attack me. There are two here that I need to kill, which causes a third one to break down a barrier, and then you can go through the barrier. These guys right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to freeze him. Now I can get a melee in. I can get rid of... Okay, when they're in that posture there, you can't attack them. It's really bizarre. Okay, I'm in trouble here. I'm going to go get some health. That didn't go to plan. They should be recoiled a bit more by snow. Okay, there's a combo right there. This run is going so badly. Okay. God damn it! Get out of my way. Alright. So... This is a pretty dumb platforming section. You need to basically maneuver on jellyfish. When I'm saying you can't double jump on sloped surfaces, These jellyfish have sloped surfaces. You need to jump from the very top of them, otherwise you'll just get a single jump and you won't make it to the next jellyfish or the platform or whatever you're trying to get to. So I'm going to stop Dragon Time because when you saw that jellyfish was just white. When they're white, you do take damage from them. You don't get kicked back, but like you don't get sent back to the last one because that would be really stupid. But it does take a bit of time. So it's not ideal to just tank that hit or whatever. So yeah, when they're frozen. They're frozen for quite a long time. I can like mix it with that attack to kill them. I have no idea why he snowball there. Okay, that was actually, I got pretty lucky with cycles there, so I didn't take any damage at all. Got 2 more to deal with, and then we can move on. Like, this game has a lot of monotonous battling, a lot like A New Beginning. I guess if you really like it, like if you like this kind of gameplay, then like that's fine, this game's ideal for you. But I feel like a lot of the variety, or the potential variety that could be found in a game like this was sacrificed because they were so focused on getting a story. Okay, so there's a relatively difficult platforming section here with the jellyfish, and that there aren't any checkpoints for the next like couple of minutes. And as I said, the double jump works really bizarrely. So I'm going to slow down time here to get past these. I mean, we should be fine, but there could be a slip up with a drop double jump or whatever. Alright. So I've never died to this combat section that's right here. I'm going to be really careful because I'm not sure where the game respawns you should you die. But I really don't want to have to do that platforming section again just because it is so damn slow. But we got the boars here, so I'm going to be trying to stay fairly close to this health because these boars can obviously give me a lot of trouble. Respawns you should you die, but I really don't want to have to do that platforming section again just because it is so damn slow. But we got the boars here, so I'm going to be trying to stay fairly close to this health because these boars can obviously give me a lot of trouble. Respawns you should you die, but I really don't want to have to do that platforming section again just because it is so damn slow. But we got the boars here, so I'm going to be trying to stay fairly close to this health. Wait, my stream's rip? It's still playing on my end, so you might want to check that out. I can still see it playing. Okay, I'm gonna slow time so I can get over that here. This fight is going really terribly. I'm probably gonna die again. Some of these balls sorted out, I guess. Okay, now we're good. Oh, we're not! Okay.
Why don't you try shooting some magic out of your face?
Yeah, it's running fine for me, the stream. So I don't know what's up. Oh, okay, comboed.
I'm sure you'll get it this time.
Alright, this is going so badly. All these distractions, dude. I should be done with this section now. So, yeah. Getting comboed pretty fucking hard. There's just nothing you can do, dude. Alright. I'm gonna kick these off the stage now. I think it's really slow. I don't want to have to do it, but if it works, it works. And have you fallen off the stage now? Yes, it has now. Okay. Now we should be in there. I hope. Okay, so long as I don't fall off myself. I think we're in there. Shit. Okay, now we fuck, dude. Still alive somehow. What I want to do is get this guy dead so I can grab his stuff. But I need to be careful because these guys are going to be after me. I want to slow down time as soon as I can so I can get after these. I'm dead. Oh my god.
Here we go.
There are a few places in this game I was worried about. This wasn't one of them. Oh my god. I want to meet who decided that this difficulty is okay. There is no difficulty change in this game. You can't change the difficulty. There is no easy mode. It's just this all the time.
I think I have the strength to go on.
You see that? I got hit once and dead. Right? Okay. I need to focus on getting the balls out, I guess. Which I can do by doing that. It's just really slow because I'm doing one at a time. And there's more than 4 others spawn in. Still world record pace. That feel when. Can someone please start a run now and finish before me so that this isn't ever world record? That would be cool. Okay, that should be a bit more manageable now. And there's more back. Cool. Cool game. I want to get rid of this guy because He's the big hitter. The balls just like eat away at your health. This guy just annihilates your health. Like that. This is the worst game in the world.
Got to remember my training.
God. Your training. Just piss off, Spyro. Your training doesn't... Your training can't deal with this shit. For real, stop being stupid. Okay, that's gonna ripple. Need to... Some of those attacks ripple, some of them don't. It's weird. Trouble again. Okay. I'm gonna grab some safety HP and then we should be okay. Okay, that's the real pain out of the way. Now I'm gonna have enough magic to just kill these guys with the strat I was using in the first level. We're good now. Okay. Okay, so we're getting to the boss of this level now. I'm about, what, 6 minutes behind where I should be right now, which is pretty damn atrocious, but what can you do, I guess? Now I need to make this jump, okay, because I need enough magic to do this. Yeah, I get quite bored of these games as well. I've only been playing it for a week and I feel totally burned out. I played it for like an average of 2 hours a week, 2 hours a day for a week, and I feel just completely done with it. Probably because of shit like that, and just not being able to progress. Alright, so we're at the boss of the stage now. Actually I'm more than 6 minutes behind. This is really bad. This boss has been designed really weirdly. He's guaranteed to do this attack right here. That recovers some of him. I don't know what's going on. Like, basically they wanted you to be able to kill him quickly. You'll see, like, well, that's ridiculous. Like, there's no way can I attack everything, kill everything in that time. But how long it takes to do that is really inconsistent. So he could do it right now, but I could be good. I think I'm okay. Also, this is a 2-phase fight. If I die on the second phase, I get brought back to the first phase. All fights work like that. All boss fights work like that in this game. Okay. It's pretty difficult to die on this phase though, especially because I've got so much health. So yeah, my goal for this run was like a 245 was something I'd be happy with. But right now it's looking like 250. So I need to get my arse in gear. And stop being bad and stuff.
Ah! This doesn't look good.
Okay, so there's a completely consistent strat to not be hit here, which is just wait here, and then no matter what attack he does, which is left or right foot, go left twice, and like jump, and then go back right after, straight after, and then you get an attack on whatever foot he's attacking with, and then we good. Okay, So yeah, I'm really far behind. I'd be splitting like after I skip the next cutscene. Like I split here, and that's a 50-11 in my PB. So I'm doing pretty dreadfully.
Swing low, sweet chair.
Yeah, that's bad. This could still sub 245 for sure, like easily. It's just a matter of doing it. You see, this is what I was talking about. Me over. That's pretty bad. Okay, so I'm going to be doing the getting the Earth breath now. So the third of 4 breaths, or elements, I guess. This is pretty useful. I mean, I won't be using it that much, but there are some enemies that it's really OP on.
Power of Earth and nature is a mighty one. For as the Earth moves, so does it.
Yeah, my OBS isn't showing any problems at all at the moment. That filming. Alright. So that attack is actually pretty nifty because not only is it like attacking in a radius, it's also getting you up in the air. So if there's an enemy that's trying to attack like the ground, you avoid it like all the time. And this attack's OP because it's just one of those attacks that you spam rather than solidly hold. It works really well. Yeah, it must be a bad server. That kinda sucks, but it's okay. Hitboxes being as bad as my run right now, that works. Now I'm being cruel, this run can still be okay. It's world record either way, so that's all that matters, right? It's world record. There's no other goal ever. need to get done with this, so Dust can get on with his hero's tale. It's a much better game after this. Much better game than this. $117 might be quite long. I doubt it will be. Like, Grant is so good at that game that it probably won't take longer than 3:47. But depending on what happens, I guess. Okay, so another massively RNG fight here. This is the first like properly RNG boss fight in the game. Though it's probably the least annoying. So what's going to happen is I need to try to get this ship to crash, and then I can attack it. It's got quite a few different attacks. I need it to go through the middle. The more times it goes through the middle, the higher chance it's got of crashing. It might do it after 2. There we go, that was really good. Sometimes it can take like a really long time to get anywhere with that. And we can see we're already into the second phase with quite substantial damage done. So all I need to do is get him into the center again, and then get him to crash. He's not going to crash every time he drives through the center, but I can kind of manipulate his movement. It's just it's difficult to do, but if you kind of cross through the center, there is a chance that he will try to attack you. There we go. That's unbelievably good. That's actually insane. Oh my god. Okay. That was a really good fight. There's nothing you do here, you just wait for him to stop. And then that's GG. That was such a good fight. Oh my god. The game's trying to apologize to me, dude. Okay, one more fight for the arena. This is again RNG, I think. I think you can manipulate it, but I'm not sure how. In that what I want is that. That's what I want to see. Okay. Basically, he can either like look at you and stop swinging, or he can... Okay. Oh my god. TAS, dude. TAS! That's so good. Wow. Alright. He can either, like, continue to spin as the sword's going down and hit you, like, every time, or he can, like, slightly spin and then stop, and that's what happened, and it meant I could kill him instantly, all 3 phases. That was really good. Okay. Where am I going? Where am I going? Disoriented, dude. Nice.
Hey, what's this?
Yeah, Dust. Okay, so this section is kind of weird. I don't actually know what the cycle is on the last one, like as to when you're supposed to go. I just kind of hope. I went too soon on that. Okay, I should have carried on going and taken the hit. That was really stupid of me. It's 5, not 4. I don't know why I thought it was 4.
Here we go.
3. And then we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 6? Okay, I still made it. Nice hitbox. 2, 1, 2, 2, go. Okay, now this one's luck, but I've got full health, so I should make it. Like, you get knocked back, but I've got enough attempts. Oh, babe. Nope. Okay, denied. I thought I had that. Oh, yeah. Okay, that wasn't so bad. So this is actually the longest level in the game, and it's really boring. Like, this is probably the most interesting part of the level. This game is insanely difficult. That's a problem with the level design. I don't know what happens there. I don't know why that's a thing, but it is. It happens every time. I've tried to jump over it before, but you saw I just was kind of gliding and then stopped moving completely. I don't know how to control that. I don't know exactly what part of the ground is causing it, but either way, it just doesn't seem to be stoppable. Okay, I think we're good. Alright. So I'm going to take this bit very, very carefully. You need to push all these, like, trolley things, I guess, into their places, but these guys can kill you quite easily. You don't need to kill them, but I'm going to, because a death here costs a lot of time. Alright.
Okay, Morgan.
Did I just hear a wonderful Amarek TV pitch bend? TM? I think I did. I love it. Nice. At the mercy of hitbox. Because it's still playing for me. Oh, I'm gonna die because I'm too busy looking at hitbox. I really don't know what to tell you. Okay, so I kick that guy down because it thinks that he's like fallen off like some incredible height and it kills him. And I want to kill him first because he'll heal these guys and power them up and stuff, so... Okay. Oh baby, I saw that with the mouse hovering over the video. There is now a picture of Arsena on this VOD. I'm so submitting this for world record. Wow, nice Evan. I'm sorry things aren't going so well. Like, OBS isn't displaying any issues, I can only assume it's hitbox.
Onwards to battle.
Thanks for sorting it out though, dude. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave those cannons alive while I kill these guys, because the way I'm standing right now, if the cannon's any good, I hope it will be, but it's going to... it doesn't notice when it's near friendlies, so you can see it's just attacking that guy and he's dead now and I haven't even touched him. And hopefully we can get the same going on this one, but it's more difficult to on this one. Yeah, not gonna happen. You survived that, you bastard. Okay. So now we have a massive combat section down here to do. Got loads of enemies to kill. Before we do the first of 2 scab fights. Okay, I'm gonna go get health because this is risky. Those bombs will kill me in like 2 or 3 hits, I think. So I need to... it's worth getting the extra health to stay alive. This is one of those places where a death will cost minutes, like not seconds, but like 3 or 4 minutes, so cannot allow it to happen. Evan, it's okay, because you'll get a picture of Arsena to look at. It's fine. Everybody wins. Okay. So I need to grab a cannonball. Now, my Fury is actually pretty useless for the next fight, so I'm going to use it to kill these guys. I should get it again in time to use it on Scab 2 if I'm in like some serious trouble, but I doubt it'll come handy. Okay, I don't actually need to kill these guys. Those bombs are gonna drop, and I basically just need to wait for one to drop. Okay, there they are. I need to wait for one to drop, like in this bit here. There's a cinematic for it, but then once it falls down, we'll be good to go into the boss room. And this is one of those really awkward fights that is kind of luck based. I'm hoping I can get it first try.
Hey, Spark.
Whoa.
So basically, he needs to get his hook stuck in the ground. If I'm too close to him, he's going to attack with his sword. Okay, that might not be enough to get him on 2 cycles for this one, which kind of sucks, but I'll see what I can do. Okay, it's good that that's been destroyed. I've got more area to run to. Okay. So that I used like pretty much all of my magic, and I took a bit of health damage, but that's still the optimal thing, because otherwise I would have had to wait another cycle of him getting his. Okay. I'd have to wait another cycle for him to get his hook stuck. So this one is a really slow part of the fight. He's gonna shoot like single balls, then he's gonna shoot like groups of balls, and after a random number of grouped balls, he's gonna, like, his gun's gonna stop working, and that's my time when I attack. It's pretty forgiving, but if you fall down, you're dead. So, like, if you fall off the stage, it doesn't like say, "Oh, you've been hurt, you knob," and then bring you back. It just instantly kills you. Ouch. If you get hit by a melee attack, it restarts the cycle. Okay, that's not gonna be down in another cycle, that kinda sucks. Alright. I died! I thought I had enough health to tank another hit, but I died. That's really bad. It's because now I'm back to the first phase. Oh my god. That's so bad. This is the worst run in existence. Can I? Okay, that took a lot more effort than I'd hoped. This is world record, baby. Oh yeah. There's literally nothing wrong about this run at all. It's great, right? There isn't a world record. Nobody's ever recorded a run. this piece of trash. This is almost motivating me to take this game seriously, because I don't want this to be a world record. It's terrible. Like, I bet you, no matter what the time is of this run, whatever the time is of this run, I could beat it by like 15 minutes. That's what I'm saying. I could beat it by 15 minutes. But Dust, are you seeing this? Are we looking at the same screen right now? Like, come on. Wow, rip Nightbot. So the max number of hits that like the max number of shots that cannon can do is 4. I can't just jump in straight after he's done 4 attacks though, because then he'll try to melee me, and that will reset the cycle. Okay, finally. So can you see what I mean when I say that a death in this game costs a long time? Okay, so now there's like, we're just gonna go across loads of ships and do miscellaneous garbage on each one. Like, so you do different things every time. Sometimes you need to kill everything, sometimes you just get straight off, sometimes you need to fire a cannonball. It's just really dumb. It drags for a really long time. See, that one I don't even do anything on, and that one had like an innocent bystander prisoner on it. So, rip. Okay, I can actually still get back up. There we go. Okay, he's the only one I need to kill on this ship. Then that causes that to come, and then as they jump off, I jump on. And then we away. Okay, I'm gonna slow time for this one because it's can be kind of awkward. I don't want to get stuck forever, which knowing this run I would. Okay. Just flame the cannon, please. Okay, so this bit's pretty funky. This is probably like the most fun part of the run to do, which is to freeze them and then knock them off. Just freeze, please. Thank you. So long as I don't fall off myself. Holy crap, that was close. Or die. Don't die, please. That would not be good. In this world record run. Can't have that. Okay, I think that's all of them. Oh wait, what am I doing? The thing's open. Wow. So on this ship, that guy up there is the only one I need to kill. And then that's gonna cause that boat in the corner, that's gonna show up. I think I can kill him just by knocking him down here. Yeah. So then that ship's gonna come across. Offload enemies and we in there. Okay. So this one you can just get straight off. These I'm going to slow down time because these guys are pretty damn trolly. There we go. Okay. Like if I'd got hit at any point there, I would have just been knocked off and died, which I don't want to happen, obviously, because this is a speed run, boys. So right here, I don't need to kill any enemies. I can just load up the cannon, fire the cannon. No cinematic for that one, interestingly, but there is a cinematic for this. Cool game. Okay, then we're gonna get through here. When I was talking about weaknesses and how OP they are, this is how OP weaknesses are, okay? I'm guessing that enemy's supposed to be pretty strong, but I guess not. Like, what the hell were they thinking? Okay, so for this ship I just need to destroy all the enemies using how OP that attack is to deal with them. Then now I'm in trouble. Okay. That's bad. This is why I love this game. Look at that death animation. That's pretty hot.
Look out, world.
I just see some of the aspects of this game and think, what? How did they think that this was acceptable? I'm just waiting to pick up his... the crystals, particularly because I want the blue ones to upgrade the lightning later on. Okay, that's not good. Alright, so we're kind of approaching the end of Pirate Fleet, I guess. There's still a fair bit amount left, including probably the scariest part of the run, so knowing how this front's been going, that's going to be abysmal, but we'll see what happens, I guess. So yeah, we'll see.
this out.
Okay, so we got another one of those really weird broken fireball fights. Same process applies, there we go, getting hit straight off the start. And if I die, that will continue to happen, like, the checkpoint's identical every time. Oh, that could have been a fairly quick kill, but nope. Okay, that was okay. Okay, so these two more ships that we see here, that's stuff I've actually got to do stuff on. Then we go over there to that one, and then we go to the boss, which is Scab again. Okay, oh yeah, I forgot what I needed to do. So I've got to use a cannonball in the cannon. Destroying that. Okay. So now I've got to press 3 switches to go inside the ship, and then I do nothing inside the ship, and then I go back out the ship so I can go on a boat. So I can get ready to do the boss of the level, and then get out of here. So when I was saying I was worried about one part of the run, this is it. This is a ridiculous part. I don't know what they were thinking, why they thought this was acceptable. It just doesn't make sense to me as to why they decided to do this. I'm going to try something. Yeah, invisible wall. There you go. So you can't skip into there. Now, this is ridiculous. The ground is going to break away over time. And you've got to kill a certain number of enemies. Okay, so that doesn't sound too bad, right? These enemies have invincibility frames. And these invincibility frames are really interesting because a lot of the time these invincibility frames are active when they're not moving, which means I think they mistimed it, as in they should be invincible when they're like in the air, and they've just got it completely wrong, because if you try to attack a moving enemy, you will home towards it, which means that you home towards enemies in the air. And as you see, the ground starts to break away, and it can become really problematic, and you can see that I'm pretty much destined to die, and if I die at any point, I go back to like when I just entered. So there is a chance that these enemies will suicide like that. They'll just run into nothingness and I win. I'm kind of hoping that happens. Another stupid thing that I needed to be careful... Okay, that's gone so well. Oh my god. That was actually incredible. I'm pretty safe now. Just need to kill this guy, kill the guys outside, and then that's it, world record. But another thing that happens is if the last enemy dies, like Spyro, a lot of the time in this game, Spyro is warped when a cutscene activates. You would have saw that back in the Elemental Dreams when I was learning the breaths. Spyro would just, like, no matter where I was, he'd end up warping right next to platforms that I needed to get on or whatever. That, for whatever reason, I think they forgot to program that in for this bit. So if you're hovering over, like you're gliding over a hole when the last enemy dies, which can happen because they can suicide, or you can be attacking them while they're in the air, then the game won't warp you anywhere, and you'll just fall and die. And then you have to do the whole thing again. But okay, we're coming up to the boss of the level now. This time's not actually terrible anymore because it was a pretty clean pirate fleet. I mean, it wasn't great, but it was much better than Ancient Grove, so... And that bit that I was worried about went really well, so we're pretty in there right now. And then there are 2 more levels after this, which span the rest of the run. I've got to learn the electricity breath at some point as well. And then, as I said, I'll upgrade that as soon as I can. Okay, but this fight can be pretty awkward. Again, it's pretty luck-based. For the start, anyway. He's only got 1 health bar, but there are kind of 2 phases to this fight. It's a weird fight. Okay, please don't turn around. Okay, that's okay. Can I work with this? Don't hit me. That's good. Okay, that's pretty much perfect. Okay, if we can keep that going, that's really good. So what I want to do is keep turning and keep hitting him. There's some attacks he can do which screw this technique completely over and make me die. Okay, I'm gonna just use my Fury. It's not gonna do too much damage on him, but using the Fury here is gonna get rid of all those little guys that could get in the way of what I'm trying to do, so... The biggest problem with this enemy isn't dying from, like, him, like, just bringing your health down. It's from falling off the stage, but this is going really smoothly. He might not even get to 2nd phase. Wow. That's really good. I haven't done that before. That was a really good fight. Normally what happens is after a certain timer, his sword becomes like purple and it becomes more powerful and he does more attacks. But I killed him fast enough. Like, I'm not even sure you're supposed to be attacking at that point. There is a quite blatant stage when you're supposed to be attacking with the purple sword, but he didn't even get there. That's a really good fight. I'm really happy with how that went. So we're going to learn electricity now. I'm going to upgrade it as soon as I can. It might not go to all 3 bars yet, but it should get fairly close. Let's see. Yeah, that's not good at all, actually. That's really bad.
To its erratic nature. This power is accentuated by your...
Okay, so I really dislike the next level. It's one that kind of tries to bring together... Now you have all 4 breaths, it's one that tries to kind of compile them, so... You do a stage where you have, like, only 1 of your breaths. You do that for all the breaths, then you fight the elemental dragon. It takes quite a while, and I really hate it. There's a fair amount of, I don't know, inverted commas, luck-based events. We'll see how it goes. But damn, if this end game goes cleanly, I first try the final boss, whatever, this could still be sub 245, which I would be pretty happy with. Okay, so again with the Fury attacks, or charging the Fury attack, and we're just going to use the normal circle button for the melee. Again, it's a one hit, so it's the fastest way to do it. I mean, the real big problem with the other, like with using electricity, is that you have to wait for them. Like you saw earlier when I was doing the training of the attacks, I guess, you would have noticed that they went flying up, and it took them a really long time to come back down again. And that's what I'm trying to avoid. Because then I can get through like fewer in a certain time frame, so I'm getting fewer crystals for the Fury attack. Okay, so we now have all 4 breaths. Got a few 2 levels left.
Goodbye, free.
Okay.
Yikes.
It's really disorientating because like everything's a one-hit kill in the in Elemental Dreams, and then right here they're fairly competent, I guess. But yeah, you have to travel to the middle to actually be able to kill them. Then you kill them, and it lowers these platforms that you use to carry on. And it's quite problematic because there's a really long glide in just a couple of minutes, and if you actually coming right up, and if you fail it, you fall back down again, and you have to do all the platforming to get back up, and it's really awkward. Especially because the game does like to drop inputs when you're on those platforms for whatever reason. Yeah, what you can do is manipulate the flame charge to get straight up to the top there. It's not worth it. It saves like a second and a half, and if you fail it, you lose like a minute and a half. So. Okay, so here there are going to be 4 like really weird insect-like robots coming in, and they have orbs as like heads. And you need to use these. You need to kill the enemy, and before the orb explodes, because the orb does explode, you need to drive them into like one of these holes. And then I'll need to fill it up with, I use a certain magic on it, which I think you just have to guess. I don't know why they implemented this, but this is like an introduction to where you split up and use one breath at a time. But yeah, I need to be careful with like the position these guys are at when I'm killing them, just because they have such a ridiculously strict timer. See, that one's gone. That's a lost cause right now. You see, there's nothing I could do, and now I'm dead. It's kind of ridiculous how short the timer is. I mean, it should be at least twice as long. So I want to get them close to here so I can actually do something with them. Now I'm going to kick that one over there to bring it really close to that, and it might go straight in. Okay, cool. Now this one I need to kick over there as well. It's not going to go straight in because of how far away it is, but it makes it possible in the least. There we go. Okay, so this one is... no? This one is earth, this one's electricity, and this one's fire. And that's going to open that door. Oh yeah, and for whatever reason the game lags immensely right there. I think it must be loading this section here or something, but I mean I get lag there every time. I don't know if it's just a PS2 thing. Now I'm going to do this from... I'm going to do Earth first just because I dislike it the most. It'd probably be more optimal to do Fire first because there are collectibles in this game that increase your health and your mana. There's one in the Fire part that I'm going to grab because it's really close. You don't have to like get out of your way for it at all, and it increases your mana, which is really helpful for the elemental dragon and the final boss, and like loads of fighting in the final level as well. So I kind of want that. It's definitely worth like the 10-second detour or whatever. So in these elemental sections they decided that it would be a great idea if you needed to progress by every time there are these small button might things and you need to tail smash on them and hit all of them to be able to progress, and they move really quickly and you have to use Dragon Time to slow them down, and they're still pretty tricky. These ones can be done pretty quickly. I'm gonna see if it goes well. Nope, I missed them both. Okay, that's bad. That one's down, okay. That one's the more difficult one. You can get them both really quickly and end up like not getting one cutscene. But it's pretty tricky. So I need to kind of... The trouble is it travels in different directions every time, so it's difficult to manipulate. Like, it travels based on where you are, but it's not completely consistent. So you need to be careful with those. Now we have another fighting section. The Earth one is the longest, like, of the four segments. I don't know why it's so long. But as I said, I'm gonna do the flame one after this to get that increase in mana, because it's gonna come really useful for the rest of the run. And you'll notice about the enemies, when they're knocked down, they take damage really, really slowly. It's worth just going for small attacks, but it doesn't make much of a difference. Okay, I can only kill one here because of how far away the other one is. Okay, that was really unlucky. Oh my god, please don't die. Die quickly, please. Okay. I'm on low health, so I need to be careful here, but at the same time, I need him to follow me. The trouble is he won't like go with you unless you're pretty close to him, so I just went over there to get the crystals. I doubt he's gonna, yeah, he's not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna jump and kick him, and then I'll kill him straight after. Okay, that's not worked at all. He's hit the tree. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do slow-mo. Okay, that's fine. So I just attacked him twice. It might have looked unnecessary, but I just did that to keep him in the air, and then, like, so give me time to turn around to hit him at the right angle. Okay, so at the end of each of the element segments, you have to do pretty much the same fight. You have your one breath, and you obviously have your melees, and you need to defeat the spirit of that element. Fairly similar to the Executioner, just a bit more hardy. And again, it is kind of luck based on how he falls, whether his shield breaks, things like that. Yeah, I got really unlucky with health damage. I was at a bad angle when he was on the ground, so he didn't take any damage when he fell over. Okay, now his shield's gone. Okay, now I need to get out of the way, because that could kill. Okay, not too bad. I'm going to be a little careful here, I really don't want to die. I've had way too many deaths this run already. Okay, that's really good. When he falls to the ground, that's like GG. When he falls to the ground and takes damage like that, like the substantial damage, that's really good. So that's one down. Fire next. You know, maybe this one run wouldn't be so train wrecky if I didn't spend all of yesterday watching Saboon play Pong. But that race was actually pretty hype. Don't know if all of you saw it, I guess a lot of people wouldn't, but Saboon, it's SSBM stuff, Kane of Parky, Arius and Shurdle were racing Pong the next level, which is a PS1 game. Really weird Pong-based minigames. It was the hypest 7 hours of my life. Yes, Dust. Saboom and Kane finished within a like they both subbed 7. Kane got a 6:49, I think, and Saboom a 6:59. Arius and Shurdle both forfeit. They were both stuck on a pinball stage for like well over an hour. Kane was there for like 2.5 hours in total, and they both finished. They both like finished it pretty much in sync. They both finished the stage within like 5 minutes of each other. It was so hype. Okay, so shoutouts to brilliantly not at all flawed level design. Great job to Chrome for noticing that that was possible. It's not totally obvious. Okay, so oh, I fell. Nice, nice. Got a really unlucky camera. Okay, there we go. So now you can see my mana bar's just gone up quite dramatically. That's going to help with... Ooh, nearly got a combo to death there. You can get these guys to fall off. It's not easy, but it is possible. And I'm going to die here, aren't I? But yeah, okay. It's ridiculously hard not to take damage there, so when my health was low it was pretty inevitable. At least it respawns you, like right here. Oh my god. Please just fall off. Please. Just fall off, I'd appreciate it. There we go. Now I'm in trouble, there we go. Okay. Oh my god. Please. Getting trolled hard there. This one is very doable without slowing time down. No, I guess not. Oh my god, what a trolly motherfucker! Okay, that took too long. Alright, so the fire spirit now. Yeah, sometimes that mic can just run in circles, and then that's really easy because that's incredibly predictable. What are you doing? You're supposed to attack me. What? Thank you. That's what I like to see. Ooh, that was really close. Okay, that was a pretty good fight. I'm gonna do the electricity one next. This is another really long one. The fire and the ice ones are pretty short, and the others are really long. This one has the trolliest button things like of the lot. Not looking forward to having to deal with them. And there's a nice cool little exploit here where you don't actually need to get the second platform. When I was talking about pretty ridiculous jumps earlier, there's one coming right up here. This platform you can only reach when it's falling down, so shoutouts to Chrome Studios for that. Use Dragon Time slowdown to make it a little less precise. Okay, getting a really nice combo. By being in the air. And then attacking with the triangle button. It sends them up in the air, right? But if you're already in the air, you can get a couple more hits in, it's really helpful. Okay, so we've got 3 more of those orb things to kill. Don't need to manipulate their movement as much with this one. It's such a closed area. And I'm not charging because if I charge into it, I like bonk on it and then I lose control of being able to move it. Please get out of there. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Alright. So this one isn't too long. The length in this stage is just, I think it's been beefed up by how ridiculous these guys are to catch. Let's see, yeah. There's 2 directions that one can go in, and that's the bad direction. But we got him anyway. That's pretty lucky, actually. I wasn't expecting to be able to get him. So I'm going to try and manipulate this one's movement. There we go. And I missed it anyway. Nice. Cool game. And now I've got to wait a really long time for the ability to slow down time again. It takes a really long time to charge up. Okay. See, now he was stationary, so that was really easy to get. Where's the last one gone? Here? Okay. Going straight into me? That's good. There we go. Okay, that was pretty okay, actually. I'm pretty happy with that. I could have been there for like 10 minutes. But it's okay, because we wasted 10 minutes in Ancient Grove anyway, so... Right, okay, so just the snow one left now, and then we're going to fight the Elemental Dragon. The Elemental Dragon fight's pretty interesting. It's luck-based, but not too heavily luck-based. There is one element that's better than the others, and guess what? It's electricity. That's the fastest to attack with. Purely because the triangle attack is just OP. You slow down time, and then you spam triangle, and it just depletes the health ridiculously fast, as it takes like each... Like when you let go, it stops the attack, and then you press again, and it starts the attack, and it takes damage every time. quick kill? Damn. There we go. Managing to kill the electricity there, that was pretty alright. I feel like these sections should really be shorter. They do drag quite a bit, especially because they're so monotonous, but hey ho. Chrome will be chrome. And I don't have any. I'm on pretty low health, but I shouldn't die. Oh, jeez, that's bad. I was gonna say I shouldn't die here, but it's now entirely possible because of that hit. I was a bit too early on the flail attack, so that caused me some problems. But we should be good. I can use health from this guy, and I'm just gonna kick him into the other two. One interesting thing, if you spin around, I don't know why they programmed it in, but if you just spin Spyro around, after a while, when you stop, he'll get dizzy or something, and he'll just get that kickback thing for a while. It's kind of bizarre. Okay, you have to wait for that. If you go too soon, it won't activate. Gotta fill up on magic. Okay, I nearly died there because the game drops my double jump. I missed that. That was appalling. Whoa, okay. I'm gonna die, so I'm gonna use that. This Legend of Spyro the Eternal Night. Released in 2007. Where's that book? There it is. There we go. Okay. So we're nearly done with this level now. Ooh. getting ever closer to that AHT 100 run. Oh, why did I get rid of Dragon Time? I tried to be cool and it backfired. Serves me right, dude. I can be fairly liberal with what I'm doing just because of how much health I have at the moment. I'm probably going to death abuse at the start of the elemental dragon just to fill up my magic again and my health. Okay. So we're done with that now. Yeah, so the penultimate boss now. Looks a bit like Cinder, the final fight in the last game. I guess that's what it's based on. Yeah, definitely gonna death abuse. So there are 4 colors representing the 4 elements. Electricity is the best one. To want to attack with to, kill quickly. Then fire. Okay, electricity, that's good. Just a shame I don't have full magic. Now then, how am I gonna do this? I'm in the wrong magic. Okay, that's bad. But yeah, you can see just plowing away at the health really quickly. Okay. Thanks for comboing me, dude. I appreciate it. Okay, you gonna destroy the health? Nope. This health doesn't respawn, the magic does, so... Oh, I'm gonna fall off? No, okay. This fight should be fairly consistent. It's not that difficult to fight if you know, like, what attacks you should be using. Okay, that's the worst. You can't really do much damage when the elemental dragon's blue. Oh, okay. Not seeing much yellow. Like, if she went yellow right now, I could kill. Red, okay, that's fine. Just don't kill me and I can kill you. That's a fair deal, right? Okay. And that's that. So this is not looking like amazing pace. Sub 250 potentially. Nothing incredible though.
You've seen this hideous creature.
Sub 250 is nothing to be
But you said
incredibly
that the
proud
gods
of.
would only allow the spirits.
Thanks, Hidden. It went okay. I wish I saw more yellow. Then it would have been much easier. You can kill in about 2 cycles when she's yellow if you have like slow down time at the time. Ooh, tongue twister. But yeah, it wasn't terrible, I guess. The only death was intentional, so that's something. So we're on the final level now. A lot of combat here, as I was saying. I'm going to be pretty much locked in electricity the whole time. It's OP in loads of places. Yeah, the stream looks nice. Shoutouts to ZOMG Games and Patrick OMFG. It looks really good. And I know Evan Jam's been restreaming for me. Okay, so the biggest problem with electricity is that it knocks the enemies really, really high. So that, I guess that gives you time to run away should you need it, but at the same time, I'm not really interested in that at the moment. I need to get attacks in on them to kill them quickly, and it's kind of slow. Because I can't combo them when they're, you know, way too high. Okay, that's could spell trouble. I should be okay. Yeah, okay. Fine. Okay, so combat section right here. Pretty lengthy. I'm gonna try to... This guy goes invisible. You can still see him. I don't know if you can on the stream, because my capture's really bad quality. Might just look like I'm attacking the air, but... Okay, that slow-mo kind of sucked, but... Oh yeah, there's a shadow too, yeah. For whatever reason I didn't think of that. Okay, last enemy here. Alright. Okay, I could be in trouble here. I'm gonna slow time so I don't die. Because there's health over here. I need to go get that. Okay, pretty decent save. A death here would be awful. health from here. And I think yeah, okay. I'm gonna bail out of that and use my Fury attack. It just looked way too risky. There are more optimal places to use your Fury attack, but as I said, I really don't want to die here. Wait, is he not dead? Wow. That should open that up, and then he comes through. We don't need to attack him, we can just carry on. Grab some health. Okay, this section's kinda stupid. Basically, you need to get to the top without taking damage from barrels, but the barrels are gonna fall down, and some of them bounce, some of them don't, and they bounce at different rates, different heights, and I think it's random. I'm not entirely sure, but I don't think it's completely determinable. Just because I've seen different things. But if you get hit 3 times, you die, so... I've already taken 2 hits, but I should be safe. Because I just flame that, and then follow here until they blow up. And for whatever reason, with all the mistakes they've made with when you're invincible and when you're not, you are invincible during this cutscene. So they blow up, but I don't die. Which is a pleasant surprise. Okay, so this bit's pretty awkward. It's cycle based. I'm gonna kill these guys in downtime. There's no randomness. There are certain platforms I need to catch to get out of here, but they haven't arrived yet. There they are. Okay. Now this is a really awkward part. You need to be quite precise with your timing here. But I think that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna land on that. And you need to get over here. And you get over here. And you slow down time again. And then hopefully make it up here. Nice. You can only make that jump because of the ridge. It's really bizarre. Okay. That was scary. I thought I was gonna die at the end there. Okay, I'm gonna use time to get out of here. Ah, there's glare on my screen. I can't see properly. Okay, yeah, if those guys fall off the edge, it counts as a suicide for them, so... It's pretty OP. I actually cannot see where I'm going because of glare on my screen. Oh my god, this could be very bad. Okay, I'm on a platform. I'm gonna slow down time just because he's a bit closer than I hoped. You gonna suicide for me? Gonna be a bay? Yes you are, thank you. So now I'm gonna try to fall here, get health from this. Now I should be good. Okay. That was pretty alright, I guess. Where we at? I can't see a thing, dude. Seriously, where am I? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to pull a curtain so I can see. Okay. Lighting in this game is kind of bad in places. Oh yeah, world record pace. You better believe it, dude. So this is one of the places where we're going to see just how OP electricity is, because all the enemies that are going to come are weak to electricity. I need to be careful though, because health is very limited and there are loads of enemies to kill. I don't want to destroy that health all at once, so I don't want to attack it with an element, but I do need to be able to access it. Okay, I died. Not very surprising. I was backed into a corner and didn't want to destroy the health crystal.
Got to remember my training.
I guess you don't have FFZ installed. That's an FFZ emote. As Zong has linked. And Dact. And Inmate Escape. Get out of the way. Oh my god, slow-mo. That sucks. I should probably get away from the edge a bit more. Stop going slow-mo, dude. Drive me mad. Okay, so I've refilled my Fury meter. That's really good, because it's going to get real busy around here soon. This is like the last big fight before the final boss, so it's pretty difficult. And bear in mind, if you die at any point, you go back to like before you've killed a single enemy, so there's always that scary fate looming over. Okay, now. So there is another wave like this straight after, but because I've got... Firstly, I've got everything that's remaining from when I just killed them. Like, so I've got all the magic I need. Though I am in... I'm dead. I am dead. What a cool game. Oh my god, that's like 5 minutes gone. That really sucks. Look at that combo.
Got to remember my training.
This fight sucks, dude. You can't get these guys to suicide, they don't go close enough to the edge at any point. I'm really uninterested in this run now. Like, I'm really close to the final boss. When I go outside, I do one more of those fire sections, like where you're attacking the... where you got like the fireball thing. There's another one of those, then you do some really easy platform and then you're in the final boss. 245 is pretty ripped now, but 250 is still alive. Even though that's a really bad time, but hey. Yeah, sorry Dact, I've become both arrogant and ignorant. Thanks for the advice. I've got it now, dude. I don't even need the Fury attack this time, because I've got it. Still world record, yeah. This run's just too good, dude. See, look at how hectic that is. Just how busy the screen looks is intimidating in itself. I need that health, though. Is that gonna come in? Okay. Luckily, the ridges on the side kind of stop you from falling off. I mean, they don't do a great job, but it's something. Does increase your safety somewhat. I don't want to be hit by you. Thank you. Getting out of my way. Okay. Okay, so we got that fireball fight now, then we gotta do some climbing, then we gotta fight the final boss, yeah! Final boss sucks in this game. Yeah, the combat's pretty crazy. I've had like 10, 15 deaths in this run, it's not good at all. Pirate Fleet was probably the only optimal part of the run. So are we gonna have fun times where we get hit as soon as we spawn? No, we're not. That's nice. Oh, what a sweet game. Wow. Nice aim. Okay. Okay, that was pretty alright actually. So, can I make that? Yes, okay. That was pretty clutch. Alright, just the final boss death now, after we do some really difficult platforming. The game assumes that we still don't know how to slow time or something. I don't know. I don't know why they thought that this would be an appropriate lead to the final boss, but... I can't make that jump. Hope I don't fall off. I fell off! I love making jokes about how bad platforming sections are, and then failing platforming sections. World record, guys! Kill me. Literally kill me. I thought I wouldn't fall off the rock. I realised I was cycled too soon, so I was like, okay, well I just won't move, because I haven't moved far enough anyway. But then I tried to move on the spot, which didn't work too well. Nice. The best run you'll see this marathon, guys. You might as well go home. Okay, this is the cycle you're supposed to make it on. So it's so disorientating because it's so high. Like, the platform you start on is really high in relation to the platform you're aiming for. Okay. I'm sorry this run's been so torturous. Oh wait, it's not the final boss. I forgot about this combat section. Never mind. Fuck me dead. Sorry for the false hype. This is a lot easier. I don't know why, but this is a lot easier than the last combat section. If I die, I'm fucking done. Ow. How misleading. See, this is what happens when you play speed game for a week. And that's it, like 12 hours into this game. And it's all the same. So I don't know when the final boss is. This stuff's hard to remember. Where are you going? Just die, please. Thank you. Can I fill this up yet? Yeah, I can. Oh, such a tease. Ow. 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 If you could stop, please, game. Now, this is what I meant when I said that electricity is OP right here, because... I mean, I'm not really in any danger now. My fury's back up for when it gets hectic. So we good.
You lose.
There we go. Okay.
Too easy.
Are we nearly there yet? Okay, I think we're nearly there, guys. Actually, nearly at the final boss. And the final boss is damn hard. I might not even sub 3. I might not even beat the estimate. Like, it's a really dumb boss. Oh, I go through this door. This boss is entirely RNG. I spoke about it a bit earlier. But there is one attack that you can attack him at any point, basically. There aren't many invincibility oh my god, will you please? There aren't many invincibility frames on this guy, but he's pretty brutal. There's one attack, the only attack that you can attack after kills in one hit if it hits you. And it's random as to where he lands with it, so you're pretty screwed. And then it goes into the second phase. The second phase takes about 5 minutes. There's an attack there that can kill you, even though he doesn't do much damage. He can kill you pretty easily if he shoots you with your laser eyes and you go flying back when that happens. I mean, honestly, it's ridiculous, but yeah, if that happens at any point and you get knocked off the stage, because there's nothing to stop you from falling off the stage, you die. And then you go back to phase 1 again and you're at the mercy of RNG once again. Okay, so I'm gonna go to Flame Breath because I'm gonna abuse the charge to skip a bit of platforming. There we go. And then we there. Okay, now I can run away and I should be fine. Okay, now I'm good. 3, 4, and now he's immobile on 5, so then I slow down time, and I start the attack. Rip the stream. Oh, that's good RNG. 1, 2, 3, I don't like that. 4, and then 5. One, I wasn't paying attention there, shit. 2, 3, I'm in trouble here, okay, 4, 5. Can I kill this cycle? I'm not convinced, but let's see. Yeah, I had a missed attack there, so I doubt it. Oh, no. Denied. That feel when I'm at the mercy of RNG again. Let's go. Just jump instantly. That's not a jump. God damn it. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're hurting me, dude. Emotionally, not physically. Physically, I'm fine. I'm gonna stop time for that. 2, 3. I'm not liking these jumps, dude. It's scary. 4. 5. Get wrecked, buddy. Alright, so we're on phase 2 now. Phase 2 is dominated by Dark Spyro. It takes a really long time. Oh, that was lucky. That's the one I need to be careful of. Luckily, that worked kind of well there. It destroyed... You can see it does very little damage. The true danger of that attack is if it... Wow. Is if it knocks you off the stage, which he can do. So I'm going to try to stay away from the edge of the stage when he's doing that attack. It's pretty damn OP. It's the only attack I can die from, pretty much. This attack is really useless. The only way you can die from this attack is if from taking full damage, basically, and full damage is really minimal. Just strafe, you dumbass. Like, I'm gonna slow time when getting this, just because I don't want to get hit by another... Okay. This is looking pretty good, actually. His melee attacks are actually quite powerful, so I'm going to try to stay away. You can get killed by like 2 or 3 attacks of them, so... Okay, tornado. Oh my god, hit the gem. See, you've got to be really careful. Because... Ooh, what are you going to do? Okay. Because if you miss, you're just going to fall off the stage, because you do have quite a bit of momentum. Oh my god, you asshole, dude. That is brutal, dude. He wants me dead. Dang. I quite easily could have died from that. I was right next to the stage, he was right next to me, that was evil. Okay, we good? Okay. So we want to get ready on time then. It's after this cutscene there's a phase 3 that's 1 input. Okay. Time. Ah, that was so bad. That's awful, absolutely awful, but world record, boys. Oh, baby. World record. With the worst run you could possibly imagine. I did one run yesterday. I was going to do two. I did one run yesterday, and it was a 2:44. So obviously that's a massive gap. 13 minutes. I said I could improve this run by 15 minutes easily, and that stands. And I think I will. At some point. I don't know when. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I doubt I'll stream it. Just locally record. But yeah, that's world record, I guess. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry about the technical issues. It seems like Hitbox was having some issues with the server. I was just connected to default, so as to what that, yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe if I'd selected one myself, it would have been fine. I don't know. But sorry about that. Sorry the run was kind of shit, kind of anti-hype. It wasn't ideal. But up next is A Hero's Tale, 100%, with Dust. He's already done 2 runs, he's doing a 3rd. It's gonna be legendary, so I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching.